What up? What up? What up? What up? Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. We are live on the air to the Millionaire M.A.N show right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. Y'all know what time it is. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central. Right here on RETV, Relationship Entertainment Television. Millionaire M.A.N is live in the building. So if you have questions, comments, all that good stuff, make sure you put that stuff in the comments so we can read them live on air. We appreciate you for tuning in. You could have chosen to be anywhere, but you chosen to be right here with us. And so we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in each and every Tuesday. Even though to me, it does not feel like Tuesday. It feels like it's been one long hell of a week already, in my opinion. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it's been already a long hell of a week. Before we get started, let me go ahead and introduce the people who are on the panel with me today. As usual, we got the usual suspects in the building. As always, my brother from another mother down below, right there. My man Mike in the building. What's going on, Mike? And Mike is giving us the deuces. What's going on, Mike?
What's up, fellas? Hey, well, I'm hoping that my internet stays on, so I'm doing all right.
Hey, who you got for internet service provider, Mike?
Spectrum.
I hate Spectrum. I don't know about. I hate Spectrum. I hate Spectrum with a passion, and I hope they hear this and don't cut me off. Because literally, I'll be sitting there working in the middle of the day, and my Spectrum would just go out, and I'll be thinking it was my Wi-Fi, but it's not my Wi-Fi. It's Spectrum. Spectrum just been crappy, and I don't know if the infrastructure ain't together since everybody been doing this COVID stuff or what. But I can't even say it's that because it's even been before that. Spectrum just been crappy every now and then. I don't know, but I hate Spectrum. Anywho's,
I may have to switch over to my phone, so we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, like I said before, we got it. Do what you got to do. We take care of it. As always, my other brother from the good DMV in the building right here, Mr. Reasonable, aka Mr. Perfect, aka Donnell, aka Mr. Colorful. How many AKAs did you get last time, Donnell? Nah,
I don't even know, man. So many. AKA exactly. My aliases.
He got he hiding from the police or something. He got so many AKAs. Yeah, what's going on with you, Donnell? Happy to have you in the building with us.
Cooling, chilling. You know what it is.
Exactly. It's Tuesday night. And as always, in his all black, representing his last name, or his first name, or however you want to put it, with the crappy Lakers in the background. What's going on? Oh, and he got the Raiders in there today too. He representing both of his West Coast teams. What's going on, Black?
Go ahead, man. We chilling today. We chilling. West Side. Everything about me, West Side. I'm from the West Side of Birmingham, baby. Right.
Real talk.
I live on the West Side of Concord. I live on everything from me on the West, man.
Real talk. You from the West Side of Birmingham?
Yes, sir. West Side, baby.
Got you. Okay. I get you. Well,
my mind stay east, but my body's in the west.
Okay, whatever that means. Let's get into this intro right quick.
What they do that, cause we do that though. I see you talking, so we gon' take it though. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My click 100 deep.
We everywhere, and y'all right here with us right here on Millionaire Man Cave on Relationship Entertainment Television. We appreciate y'all for tuning in because, again, you could have chosen to be anywhere, but you have chosen to be right here because we got a hell of a show for y'all tonight with a hell of a topic tonight. We talking about, do you fully believe you can satisfy your spouse? And this should be a very interesting conversation. Look, Mike even stuck. Mike don't even know what he's saying. Mike like, whoa. But yeah, that's what we talk about tonight. But we got a hell of a show. Don't forget, if you are watching this right here on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And then after you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell right there next to it. So that way you can make sure you get any notifications anytime anything on Relationship Entertainment Television goes live. because we got a heck of a lot of good shows right here on RETV, from Millionaire Man Cave to Women's Chant to Let's Eat to Business Talk Library, RETV News, RETV Sports. I can go on and on and on and on and on, getting on marriage and so on and so forth. We got a whole bunch of shows on relationship entertainment television. So make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the RETV channel right here on YouTube, and then hit that little bell so that way you get notifications anytime something comes up here on RETV. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the chat. We will see them. We will answer them. We will acknowledge your comments right here on the air. If you got a video question that you want to get into us, because we answer stuff live, raw, and uncut right here in Millionaire Man Cave, send them into the email address right there below Mike, info@re-tv.net. That's info@re-tv.net. Go ahead and send in your video questions for the fellas, and we will answer them live right here on air. Because as y'all know, we like to get into all of our topics, including the question of the week, our scenarios, and all of that good stuff, which we're going to get into tonight. So without any further ado, you know who says that? No, I ain't going to say who says that. It's aggravating as cheese when he does it. I'm like, man, further ado, what? Shut up.
Ain't that the ladies' man?
Nah, you know who say he actually from DC? Earthquake. That's Black dude. Black. We listen to Earthquake. Black, you still listen to Earthquake?
Man, Earthquake, my man. Earthquake. Hey, he be putting it. Hey, Earthquake. I mess with Earthquake.
He cool, but sometimes I'll be like, man, get your words together before it come out your mouth. Because I'll be like, stuff like that throws me off.
Yeah, but that's why I like him, because he raw. He just straight, man. He ain't putting on no show. That's him. That's just him, man.
It is him all day, every day. And that ain't nothing wrong with that. Right. You should be your authentic self. I mean, because again, that's what Millionaire Man Cave is about. You get an inside look on what it is to be inside the man cave, and we giving it to you raw, live, uncut, unfiltered. Why did Donnell make the eyes like that? Donnell, you about to let's just leave it at BDBO. We're gonna leave it at BDBO.
You sound like Busta Rhymes out there.
Hey man, hey, you know what, Ty?
What up?
Hey, look, man, I am I'm about to trademark my BDBO.
You about to trade? Hey, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna trademark that, and I need to go ahead and get that trademark.
I told you we're gonna put it on some shirts. We're gonna have the Millionaire Man Cave hashtag BDBO shirts for the fellas to get, and so people can walk around and they can be like, yo, what's BDBO? They find out.
Beat that back out.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, whenever you say it, you gotta say it loud like that, so that everybody around you do like this.
What's wrong with that dude?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Honey, did you hear what that guy said? What does that mean, honey?
Let me take you home and show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. That's what he gonna say.
Gee, Jennifer, you just need not listen to everyone's conversation, Jennifer.
Black,
everyone can't do stuff like that.
If he sound like that, he don't sound like he beat BDBO at all.
Hey, you be surprised. You be very surprised what some of them people be doing. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I said, apparently Mike went to go get his stuff together. I said he'll be back in a minute. He probably went to go grab another cigar. Y'all know that's what he sit outside and chilling. It's actually not that bad of a night. It's a little chilly outside, but it ain't.
I think he said he was going to if his connection kept messing up, he's gonna get his switch to another device.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what he must be doing.
All right. No problem. Hey, Donnell, so how do you? Oh, you know what I meant to ask you? I don't know if I ever asked y'all this. Both of y'all getting that COVID shot? You getting it? Okay.
Yeah, I told you, man. I don't want to travel, so I think right now that certain countries require you to at least get tested for negative tests. So especially when you travel overseas, but before you come back to the States, you got to also test negative before you come back.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't know about other countries, but before you come back to the United States, they want some verification. So.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know somebody who actually traveled last week before last, And that's what they pretty much said. They said they went out to, I think, Mexico, I think it was, or somewhere like that. And they had to get tested before they came back, So they was like, they posted on Facebook, I'm able to come back into the country. I tested negative, da-da-da-da-da-da. So what about you, Black? You thinking about getting it? You and your family?
No, I am not thinking about getting it, but I will get it if it is a requirement for me to travel. I mean, I look at it like anything else. I mean, we're in a situation where a long time ago, man, we had polio. Everybody on this call got some vaccines in them. If you've been to school in the last 20 years, you got hepatitis and you got measles and rubella.
And that's crazy. I was just talking to my mother about that earlier tonight. Because my grandparents got the shot. Well, my grandfather got the shot. He got both. He got the 1 and 2. And he was good with it. My grandmother about to get hers this weekend, and I asked my mother because she's up there with him. Would she plan on getting it? And she was like, "Nope." She was like, "Do you know who you talking to?" Literally, that's what she said to me. She was like, "You know who you talking to?" And I was like, "Okay, well, you letting your parents get it, but you ain't gonna get it." And she was like, "Nope." And I was like, "But wait, you let me get vaccines when I was growing up." She's like, "That's the only way you was able to go to school." To your point, Black. That's the only way you was able to go to school. So in order for you to go to school, you had to get them vaccines. But you got older, you made your decision not to get any more vaccines, and I ain't had a vaccine since. So it is what it is. I just didn't know if I just want to see what everybody else's consensus was. Because my thing is, I need everybody else to get it so y'all can have herd immunity. So I ain't got to get it.
I don't know if it work like that.
Get herd immunity. I ain't got it. No, but to y'all's point though, when it comes to traveling, I mean, don't nobody want to sit here, don't nobody want to sit here 24/7, 365. So, when it comes to traveling, I guess we got to get it. We'll get it in that case. But other than that, testing it, I'll take the test all day long, and so I can travel out the country.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's not just testing, but in some cases, there are going to be where you have to show that you're negative, that you have been vaccinated. You have been vaccinated in certain situations, do certain things. So, I see Nicole say it's a way to go without taking a vaccine. Now, I mean, there are, but a lot of mandates that we're going to have coming out. I mean, just like school. I mean, as a principal, man, I couldn't even let a kid in school if they had his shots. You just got to show that you've been vaccinated.
Yeah,
I ain't agree with it, but that was a law. So,
but you know what though, Black, to your very point, like, you got kids that come to school with lice, like I feel like that kid should be quarantined until that situation is taken care of.
That's true.
As far as what getting into the school?
I'm talking about, I'm giving an example of lice.
Lice.
Not
lice.
COVID.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't they usually gotta stay out for a minute until they get that?
I don't particularly know. I know it exists. I don't know.
You don't get that type of hair down there? You don't got that type of hair?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you was a principal, Black. Isn't that like the usual thing that happens once if you get like head lice and whatnot? Don't you usually got you got to stay out a couple of days until you get it taken care of, till you get treated?
Man, you know what? All my, I don't know what, 13, 14 years, I never ran into that situation, man.
Word?
I don't know.
Okay.
But
I just knew, hey, you got to be without a fever for at least 24 hours before you can come back.
But to say, Ty, as a parent, like, well, I feel like as the institution, as the school, they got to notify the parents that they had cases of it. But as a parent, my concern is, what is that kid doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. That's I don't know. It is what it is. But I would think, like you said, Donna, I would think that person should be quarantined, or not necessarily quarantined, but at least it's taken care of, before they was allowed back into school. I mean, same thing with a fever. Usually when a child got a fever, like Black said, they usually got to go home until that fever's gone for about 24 hours. So I would think the same thing with head lice. Obviously, the same thing with COVID. You can't come back into the school system until until you've gone through that 6-5 whatever day period. I would think it's the same way all the way around. I don't know. Just my personal thoughts.
I don't know, man, it's gonna be some limitations on on what's going on. You can see them starting to happen right now, man.
Oh yeah, there's nothing in my opinion that's gonna go back to being the same the way it was prior to 2020, in my opinion. I mean, shopping, traveling, eating out in restaurants, ain't nothing gonna go back to being the same, all because of what's going on over the past year. It's literally been 1 year.
Even before COVID, to go in certain countries, you had to get certain vaccines to go in that country.
Yeah, true that.
You had before, if you was gonna go in that country, you got to get vaccinated, or you ain't coming in.
Exactly. So
man, it's just all a. I don't know. I don't agree with all of. I mean, not that I agree. It's my preference, and I got a right to have my own preference. But in order for you to do the things you got to do, I mean, with us, man, we are very skeptical about certain things because, hey, man, they didn't use us as guinea pig. That's what Miss the guys down in Tuskegee with the syphilis back in the days, man. They deliberately injecting syphilis into us to see how we react to it. Things like that, man. I mean, and I don't know. And the medicine, I don't want to get into that because I'm not a doctor, but I did stay in the Holiday Inn.
This guy. Yo, he killed me with I ain't seen that commercial in a long time. Go ahead.
But a lot of the medicine that they create is based on Western medicine and not our folks, not us, not our makeup, not our DNA. And everybody, we all the same. No, we're not. We different, man.
Mm-hmm.
We different. Why the hell you keep telling me it's susceptible African American, man? It's susceptible. Wait 1 minute. I thought we was all the same. But now I got shit that I'm susceptible to getting. Cause of what? Cause of my skin color? Or is it cause of my genetic or DNA makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. Okay, so we are different. So and we got to start getting special. Like a lot of things that they've done have not been catered based on us, man. It's not been catered based on our genetic makeup. Hell, for years it took us forever to get a brown Band-Aid. They was just coming right out. It's not for y'all. When y'all wear this, we gonna know it. Mm-hmm. We want us to be matching, not y'all.
Yeah, you still in half cases, you still can't find a brown Band-Aid. You got to order it online, specialized, custom. Go on CVS, Walgreens, find a Band-Aid, brown Band-Aid, or a darker brown Band-Aid. Anyway, you can find a tan one.
And that's one of the basic needs of everything, man. They just and they never thought about marketing to us. We just don't. You're not gonna make money to make a. We can get an orange one or whatever color that is they use.
You stupid.
Anyway, I don't get off the wrong subject.
I got this question right quick that just came in.
What's that question, bro?
I got this question that came in. Don't forget, if y'all got questions, you can send your questions in. If you got a video question, send your video question in the info@re-tv.net. If you got a question that you want us to answer right now, put it in the chat. We check them out. We got your questions. But tonight, this question, John, goes in with our topic. So our topic tonight is: do you fully believe you can satisfy your spouse? Black, what is you drinking that got you all?
Boy.
You sound like you struggling over there.
I had to sit my cup down and back up off of it.
All right, so here we go. We had somebody write in. He says, help me with this one. The other day, me and my fiance were discussing our sex life. Interesting. She worries that I'm not interested at times or don't find her attractive. That's very interesting. She says she does not want our flames to go out for each other, which I agree. I tell her in response what I've told her plenty of times before. I don't do sleepy/tired. Yeah. And then I still the yeah because it was another word in there. And I don't do lazy. Yeah. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
I'm not about to
have man. This man cave. What was up, man? Is it gonna give us FCC?
Well, ain't no FCC on this. All right.
What was it? What is it, man?
FCC.
I was right. Yeah.
Yeah, you right. I don't want no sleepy or tired kitty cat.
Cool.
There we go. Kitty cat.
JJ. The nappy dugout.
Exactly.
That wet.
Nor do I want any lazy. He don't want no lazy ones either. He said, point blank, period. I'm not about to have no half-ass sex while you got a bonnet wrapped laying around with your leg up, cocked to the side. I'm cool on that. I get that she works 9 to 5 and her wind down time ends around bedtime a lot. However, my mindset is I will never bring an issue to someone that I struggle with myself. And I feel that's what's taking place now. What do y'all think?
Say that last sentence again. I didn't get that.
So his last sentence says, however, my mindset is I will never bring an issue to someone that I struggle with myself. And I feel that is what's taking place now. What do y'all think?
Who is he? That's what I don't understand. Who is he saying I never bring an issue to something I struggle with myself?
So
who is he talking? Help me out.
So yeah, his statement is, Jai. So if I go back to the beginning where he says, the other day me and my fiance was talking about our sex life. She worries that I'm not interested in her, nor do I find her attractive. So it sounds like to me that there's an issue in his sex life or his intimacy life with his fiance. They're not married yet. And he's not bringing it to her attention because he struggles with the fact that I guess that's what he struggles with. But that, she's giving him lazy cat. He's giving him tired, sleepy, I'm gonna lift one leg up and you just stick it in and do what you got to do, sex. And he frustrated and tired with it, and but yet she feels like he doesn't find her attractive. And it's not that he don't find her attractive. It's just the fact that he just don't deal with lazy, tired, I'm gonna roll over. You just do what you got to do just so I can, say you did it type of sex. And he basically want to know, what it is that we think he should do.
Okay.
Because he don't want to bring
that last sentence. He said, "I don't like to bring up stuff that I didn't understand that."
Yeah, that last part.
The last sentence kind of threw me off.
I don't write these, y'all. I don't write these. I literally read them as they are. I try to proofread a couple of them because sometimes y'all throw stuff in there that just don't make sense at all, like that last sentence. But again, if you got questions, comments, go ahead and send them in. Send them in the chat. Go ahead and send them in to info@re-tv.com. .net, excuse me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and a little bell next to it. But yeah, my man says he is tired of dealing with his wife, his fiance, because they're not married yet. His fiance's lazy, tired, one leg up sex that she's been giving him, and he wants to know pretty much what he should do about it. He understands that she got a 9 to 5, she busy, she tired. He never says in this what he does. He sounds like, based on what he does, that he's either he don't have a job, he stay at home, he chill all day long, and she one who works, or something. There's a lot of people. When y'all write these letters, please give us a lot more information than what y'all are giving us, because we can only go by what it is that you are actually saying. So, what say y'all? Not all at once. What say y'all?
First on there?
Man, kill yourself, man. You ain't got to put up with that. No, first and foremost, it should be a conversation, right? If he is into her, if he's looking to marry her, it should be a conversation. So he shouldn't be or feel a certain type of way about having that hard conversation. I know that hard conversations are uneasy, right, and uncomfortable. But if he knows that her perception is he's not attracted to her, then it sounds like he might need to put in some work and spicing up the bedroom a little bit.
But how can he spice up the bedroom if he don't want the lazy, tired sex, her hair wrapped up in the bonnet?
So what I heard, and I could be wrong, what I interpreted was she gives him the lazy sex because she feels that she's not into him. She feels he's not into her.
Into her. Okay. Gotcha.
So, at that point, it's a feeling for her. So, I guess, the for the emotional piece of it, like help her. And I don't know that, he wants to take ownership of that, but at the very least, make her feel wanted in that aspect.
Okay. What up, Mike? Welcome back. Hey. So for recap for Mike, right quick. Mike, I don't know if you heard it, but
No, I didn't.
my man said him and his fiance then had a conversation the other day, and they was talking about, this is the question of the week. They was talking about their sex life. His fiance is worried that he doesn't find her attractive because I guess he doesn't show, like Donnell just said, that he's attracted to her. And he said pretty much the reason he's been showing that is because she's been giving him that tired, lazy cat. And she got the head wrapped up in the bonnet, what he said, and she got the one leg up. Just go ahead and do what you got to do, type, lazy sex. And he's like, that turns him off. He pretty much say, I understand she works a 9 to 5. She got a wind down time, usually around bedtime. He just don't know what to do at this point in time. So he like, if your wind down time is around bedtime, and that's usually when I guess they usually get it in, then he don't know what to do.
Oh no, dog. That because like Donnell was saying, don't nobody want that Miss Seeley sex.
Exactly.
Nobody want Miss Seeley.
She just turning over like, go ahead, do what you gotta do. Nah, don't nobody want that. So
go ahead.
Nah, I was just saying, he's got to talk to her and let her know that that COVID bonnet, can't be. Well, I'll say it like this: that COVID bonnet is not for 24/7.
Okay, so my question is, so Donnell said earlier that you should talk to her. How do you bring up something like? I mean, obviously they had this conversation. That should have been, in my point. Okay, so that right there should have been the time in order to have this conversation. You should have had the conversation when y'all was talking. That's when you should have brought up your grievances. That was the perfect opportunity to bring up your grievances. Because to Donnell's point, it's a difficult conversation to have. I'll be completely transparent. It's hard for me to have certain conversations even with my wife because I don't like confrontation. I'm not one of them type of people who like to have confrontation in my life, period, or yet alone my marriage. But I know it's good to have sometimes because it's part of communication. And in order to understand what one person is thinking versus the other, you got to have them hard conversations sometimes. Usually when I do, when it's something bothering me, whatever, I usually get quiet or whatnot, and this, that, and the third. But it sounds like that's pretty much what he did. He just kind of like, I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you already having that conversation, you already talking about your sex life, and she already telling you that she don't think you find her attractive, then that's the perfect opportunity right there to bring it up.
Right. I mean, how's she going to say he don't find her attractive if she's not making herself attractive?
It's a mental thing.
What, as far as attraction being a mental thing?
Yeah.
Okay, explain.
It's confidence.
Okay, explain to me, Cecile. I don't understand that. If she going to sleep in bonnets and Raggedy Ann and the pajamas, explain how she think that's sex.
I don't think that I was alluding to that wearing the bonnets was her thinking that she was sexy.
Oh, okay.
That's
what I said. Explain.
What I heard was, she feels as though he doesn't find her attractive. Now, granted,
okay.
I don't know no black woman that doesn't wear a bonnet to bed every night. You know what I'm saying? Could it be a turn off? Yeah. I remember y'all probably remember the Noxema days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it could be worse, right? But again, what we see on the ground is not reality, right? And some of our realities, but
But this is my thing though, Donnell. This is my thing right quick. Men, and correct me if I'm wrong, But men are usually visual creatures. And don't get me wrong, women are too.
Oh, absolutely. But and so and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, if you not listen, don't be. I guess maybe he might feel uncomfortable with buying lingerie or massage oils or what I'm saying. Like, I don't know a woman that wouldn't want a massage from their man.
Got you. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some out there, but yeah, I got you. Overall, I get you. I'm just saying, but men of us being visual people, we like to see. In order for us to find you attractive, we got to see it. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna tell you what else, Ty. I might say, okay, listen. I'm gonna use lingerie as an example. You know what I mean? Like for her, her visualizing this piece of lingerie might look stupid to her because she might feel and or look, but like I can buy that same lingerie and basically pump her up, you know what I'm saying, to make her feel confident in wearing lingerie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's that's why I said like confidence, it definitely plays a role in it. Sometimes women might, go back and forth, and I don't know, maybe our wives, they probably go through a ton of outfits before they find the right one for the night.
As far as going to sleep or going out?
As far as going out, period.
Oh, I'm about to say going out shit. They put on whatever the hell they want to put on and go to take their ass to sleep. Well, yeah, as far as going out, yeah, you're right.
But but that's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's to me, it's the same thing in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Like, they go out, they stunting, they're confident in what they're wearing, how they wearing it. Same thing with lingerie. The only difference is instead of the public seeing you, it's a one-on-one intimacy type setting.
See,
and that's kind of what I was getting at.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead, Black.
Yeah, on that situation right there. See, I think a lot of people, and I'm telling you right now, it's complacency. They get complacent and they get do comfortable and too familiar. So just like this, if let's say, and this ain't got nothing to do with the question, but we're just talking about this in general. We going out tonight. Okay. Now, if we ain't going out tonight, it's just me and you. We just at the house and I don't announce it. All right. And then if I say, okay, we going out tonight, most women will jump up and get right. Like you said, Donnell, they'll search, make sure they got the right thing on, they go out.
Tear their closet up.
Yeah. And they'll go out because they want people to see them in a certain way. But what I fault women for is that, damn all of them, I am the one. So if we ain't going out, you need to prepare just like that every now and then, at least once a month.
I had a conversation with somebody literally just today, and they was like, yeah, I went and I got my hair did, and I'm getting ready, and I'm thinking about doing locks. And I'm like, oh, dope. What your husband think? Who gives a damn what he think? I'm going, it's your husband. That's why, why, right to Black's point, why do women feel like, I mean, I don't know about, maybe it's men too. Maybe we don't wear, I know intentionally, I try to do things that my wife finds me attractive in. Like, I'm not a suit dude.
Right.
I'm not a dude who likes dressing up like that. That's just me personally. But when we go out on dates,
I just seen him Sunday. He had on some slacks. That dude, he had on a silk cream shirt. Looked like he was in the Three Musketeers.
Wasn't no damn silk cream shirt. But
he had them locals on, man. I was like, man, where you going, man?
It was funny because he came over. He was like, bro, where you going? You like going to church? But no, I dressed up because of the fact that I know I did it for Valentine's Day and I ain't go nowhere. I cooked. Okay. I went out and got some food and everything. But I dressed up specifically on Valentine's Day, even though I ain't need a house, because I knew that's what I knew she would like to see me in. We went out Sunday like I did, and I put on some nice clothes, this, that, and the third, because I knew that's what she would like to see me in. Like to Black's point, I think, in my opinion, women get so dressed up for other people instead of for their own spouse. It's like they don't even care about what their spouse thinks. They don't care, their spouse finds them attractive, this, that. That's why I'm surprised the old boy said that his wife even said that she don't think he find her attractive. Yeah. Like most dudes, like I don't know about y'all, but me, I make it a point to tell my wife how much I think she's attractive, damn near every day. He didn't change his name to Classic Man. I just caught that.
AKA
Classic Man. But nah, I mean, I try to make it a point, and I mean, if not every day, every other day, or as often as possible, to tell my wife how much I think she's beautiful, how much I think she's attractive, and I try to do, I try to put on what I think or what I know she's told me that she finds attractive in me. On the other hand, I can't say that she does the same thing for me. I mean, like Black said, I don't know if it's complacency or what, but it's women out there like that.
See, man, it goes back to that. We've had this question several times. When we talk, we have different women on the show. We go on another women's show or go, you know how to go. And the thing is, why do guys be playing games and stuff like that, and why they ain't ready? First of all, because we ain't trying to, women got this mindset that when they get a guy, they got a guy. That's the point I'm making. When they get him, that's a man, and nothing else matters. So he off limits. Can't no other chick talk to him. He can't talk to no other chick. It's these hidden, unwritten rules and that he's supposed to abide by, and they think that it's the law, and they ain't got to do nothing else because it's the law. No, you got to keep that man interest. You got to keep doing things, and him vice versa. You got to keep doing things to make him interested. And some women just have the fact that I'm married now, or I got him. I ain't got to do nothing else. And like they'll treat him as if, oh, he ain't nobody. Dress up. I ain't gonna dress up and stay at home. Ain't nobody gonna see me. And now I become ain't nobody. My name ain't nobody.
Go ahead, switch your name.
You know what I'm saying? You become Mr. Ain't Nobody. Oh, he ain't nobody. Girl, look at your husband. Oh, girl, I ain't worried about that. He ain't nobody. And so, but you go out there and you want to put this image out to the world as if you got it going on, but then I'm right here. Do it for me too. Fool me. Because I know the truth. Lie to me sometime, goddamn it. Show me something I ain't never seen.
So my wife, she tries to keep it tight.
Okay.
My wife, she wears, she doesn't like to dress up. Like fully, because she has to for certain occasions and for work sometimes. So she doesn't like to do it on days off or, just when she's chilling. But she loves wearing those yoga pants, which I love. So,
and that's the thing.
I make it a point.
Major. Like you said, Mike, it ain't got to be something major. It can be yoga pants. It can be certain shorts or a certain shirt or it ain't. I mean, if your thing is you want your woman to dress up head to toe, she got on heels. Like I know a dude, his obsession was stockings, and he wanted his woman in stockings all the time because that was his thing. Donnell, I don't know.
He got them cougars. He on them cougars. You know what stockings is.
If you would have said, I equivalent stockings to pantyhose, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know that we still in the damn days.
You got them cougars down there. This dude like cougars.
I can't explain it. It ain't my thing. I can't explain it, but that was his thing. He was
they wear tights these days, right? Like,
you want to see
Maybe
you want to see that little line in them stockings go across that big toe. The little line of sleeve in her heels. That's what he want. He a cougar lover, man.
Maybe he talking about fishnets. Maybe he like fishnets.
Maybe it was fishnets. I don't know, but that was his thing. His thing was like, yo, I like to see my woman in certain type of stockings or whatever.
No, he's a nasty little dude. He in church all day long looking at them ushers.
Hey,
like,
Miss Bell will be the same one that like the pressure socks.
That white them white gloves, them stockings, the white stockings on.
You heard me? I said he gonna be the same one that like women in compression socks.
Ooh, look at Miss Johnson. She looking good today. But I mean,
say your blood circulating today, ain't it?
Hey, you be walking with him. Hey man, look at that. You like what, dog? What you looking at? What you talking about? Man,
but
look
not
at
like you
her. Dog, who you talking about? Dog, who you talking about? Right
Girl,
there.
your
You
socks
don't see that
on.
fool? No, man, what you talking about, man? That's a dude and there's an old lady. Check it out. Yeah. The old lady in them stockings. Man, you don't come out of
there. Kill yourself. But I mean, to my point, it can be something as simple as, as simple as tights, as stockings, or as a shirt, or whatever it can be. And don't get me wrong, look, I hope I ain't put up the wrong impression. My wife don't wear certain things for me because she does. But it is sometimes far few in between.
General conversation. Me generalize.
I'm saying, but it's the same with me. I don't like to dress up. So it's far and few in between when I dress up. But when I do, I try to do it intentionally because I know that that's what she likes. I think men, we usually, try to take those things into consideration a little bit more than women do. Like you said, black women they're more looking to impress those outside of the home instead of the ones in which they need to be trying to keep. Because no offense, if you're not doing what you need to do at home, then somebody else is going to catch that dude's attention, or somebody else is going to catch that chick's attention. Same thing with women. Somebody else catches that woman's attention to be like, yo, now I'm looking outside the home because he is wearing a suit, or she is wearing tights, or he is wearing this and he is wearing this. So I think, you need to make sure that you take care of what you got to do at home, so that way you ain't got to worry about what your man is looking at or your woman is looking at outside the home.
Absolutely.
Right.
I want to go back to this question though. Like Ty, the first thing you did say, I think was amazing is that they had a conversation. So she knows something wrong because she brought up the point that is it that he don't find me attractive because he ain't putting his all into it. He ain't BDBOing me. You know what I'm saying? He is not.
Hashtag BDBO.
Yeah, he is not doing that the way he's supposed to. And my man, like you said, Ty, he missed. Now, if he got all this to say after she had said that, and that wasn't the answer to what's going on, and he got other stuff, he wrong because he should have been. Fellas, we don't get a lot of times to air it out. And when they open
he had
the
perfect opportunity. He had the perfect. He was already talking about your intimacy and your sex life. She already said to you, "I don't think you find me attractive." That's his perfect opportunity to be like, "Babe, I do find you attractive. When you not wearing that damn bonnet? When you wearing X, Y, and Z? Can you do a little bit more of this? Can you do a little bit more of that? Or whatever the case may be. That's the perfect opportunity. It's communication, like Donnell first said. It's communication.
But I don't know that I would communicate like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a you thing, it's a we thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the presentation has to definitely be different.
Okay.
In order to, get some positive reinforcement in that.
I agree with you. Presentation is everything. But if you already having the conversation, don't wait to bring it up, later down the line where you chilling and she chilling, everything seems to be, she think everything good. Now all of a sudden, about, babe, by the way, I appreciate if you wear a thong to bed in comparison to wear granny panties.
Hey, if in the midst of the conversation and he'd be like, yeah, I do find you attractive, and he dropped that mandingo, it'd be like, you see what you do to me?
hey, I bet you she changed her outfit then. I bet you she's not wearing it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not accusing her of anything. Don't be accusatory, because I think that's the worst thing that you could do when you.
No, not necessarily saying you not necessarily being accusatory.
You make me feel.
You bring it up. Exactly. You bring it up when the opportunity presents itself, because not every opportunity is an opportunity to bring up something or air out a grievance. In my opinion,
I will say this. Man, he having some 15, 20-year-old, 10, 15, 20-year-old marriage issues before he even get married.
Yes. This is his fiance. He ain't even got married yet.
Yeah, he ain't got married yet, and she tired of him, and he tired of her.
But that's the thing. So back to Donnell's original point. This is the perfect opportunity to have that conversation, so that way you won't have this issue when you get married. You can say, now, this is what I want. This is my, because a lot of us got these unspoken expectations. We expect our lives to do this. We expect our wives to do that. They expect their husbands to do this. They expect their husbands to do that. They expect their boyfriends to do this, their girlfriends to do, and so on and so forth. But they ain't said what it is, what the hell it is they want in the first place. So how are we supposed to know that you want to see me in the suit? How the hell am I supposed to know you want to see me in the suit every Friday when you ain't told me you want to see me in the suit every Friday? How the hell is she supposed to know you want to see her in the thong or with nothing on nothing on at all, unless you didn't actually told her that? Had that conversation.
Ty,
but you know what, Ty? But Ty, just in general, you know, you think back in dating days, when you dating and you single and you trying and you hunting, both of them hunting, the woman and the man hunting, you really don't have to tell a woman she needs to be as she possibly can to get you. Because that's what she trying to do anyway. You ain't gonna never catch no woman that you on a date with, take her out and she got on granny pants. You ain't gonna never catch no woman that you going out with hair all messed up. You ain't gonna never ever catch it. And guess what? If you once you go over that, you ain't gonna never catch her in her worst. Never. It's like she the one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's not exclude the fact that, you know, it might be some deeper rooted issues going on in a relationship. One. Two, I wouldn't exclude the fact that it might be somebody else out there too.
Possibility for her, right?
For her,
yeah, possibility.
So you think she's dressing up for another dude, but not for her man?
Hey man, you ever seen what's the name of that movie? Unfaithful.
I ain't seen that genre.
With Richard Gere and Diane Lane.
Oh yeah. Well, he killed the dude. He go kill the dude.
Yeah.
He was banging in the bathroom. The young man
she ain't never. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say she ain't never. She had went out and got the bra and panty set, and he peeped game. He was like, "Wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing this for me."
Yeah.
I seen that movie. I seen that movie. Yeah, that's an old movie. That's a good movie, man. But
it was
then
a good movie.
They get back together, man, and he just drive off with it at the end. Like, all right, I just killed your boo. All that shit you bought for him, we finna get it in. But yeah, it's a good movie. Anyway,
hey, you kill a man, you about to be DBO.
Oh yeah. Also, Donnell, we say that now she could have somebody else. Now, homeboy ain't telling us the whole story either. Because he could have somebody else too. Now he want to be with his wife. He want to be, his fiance. It ain't his wife. His fiance. He want to be with her. But that might be troubling him too. If we do a scenario, it might be troubling him. He want to marry, but he said, "Man, I can't marry her. She doing shit like this. Not giving me this lazy booty and going to sleep and not even giving me any attention."
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you something. People are so accustomed to not wanting to deal with what's uncomfortable for them. She may want out the relationship, but not not verbally saying it. She might be she might be in a situation where she's faking it till she I won't even say faking it till she make it, but giving him a reason.
That's true. Yeah. Hey, right quick. Due to time. So similar topic, but let's switch right quick to our topic. So do you fully believe that you can fully satisfy your spouse? Do you believe you can fully, and it's we talking about sexually and physically and visually, but do you, this can go into mentally, emotionally, everything. Do you believe you can fully satisfy your spouse at the end of the day? Or are these expectations so unrealistic that you just kind of you always trying to gasp for air underwater?
Ooh,
man, go ahead. Who going first? I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'll go first. Yeah,
go ahead, Mike.
I feel like I satisfy my wife in every aspect except acts of service.
Is that her love language?
That's her love language.
Well, then you bullshit. Get out of here. You bull. No, I'm doing. Nah, go ahead.
I struggle with that because there's things that, as far as acts of service go, there are things that she likes, things that she wants that I don't want to say I sleep on them, but I fall back on. So I'm trying to work on that.
Okay.
So can I satisfy my wife fully? Yeah, but I'm working on it.
So, but are you intentionally right? Okay, so you said you're working on it. Is that intentional, or is it just kind of like, I work on it when I see something that needs to be done, acts of service wise, or you're intentionally seeking things to be like, you know what, her love language is acts of service, so let me make sure I'm doing some things once or twice a week, 3 times a week, once a day, whatever it may be, to kind of satisfy, to step up to that plate.
So I'll say God's working on me.
Well, okay, so to my point from old dude earlier, if she's not wearing things to bed that he finds attractive, has he expressed that to her? Same thing to you. If you're not doing those things to satisfy her for acts, if that's her love language, has she expressed that to you, or have you expressed, babe, I am working on it, or has it been a conversation?
Yes. So I will say it's been several conversations, but I don't or haven't sought out, specific things to do, to say, like you were saying earlier, once or 3 times a week to say, hey, I'm really going to jump on this, because I know that it'll, peak the relationship. But that's what I'm working on. Like I said, I'm trying to identify moments that I can do.
Okay. All right. Who else? What y'all talking about?
Well, I'm just hit Mike. I mean, I don't think we talking about our personal stuff, but Mike, since you did, I mean, man.
Well, it says, do you satisfy your spouse? So that's personal.
Yeah, it ain't for us. That's for everybody else.
It can be personal or it can be generic.
No, what I was saying, though, Mike, what I was about to say, Ty, is that most people, that's the problem most people have. They won't do what Mike just did. At least Mike know what he's working on.
Right.
Okay.
See, it's stuff like that. If you to satisfy your spouse, I look at it like this. And since Mike, said person, I'll be very personal with my marriage.
I'm transparent.
We in the cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very transparent. I'm gonna speak very personally to my marriage. It's like man, I look at it like this, man. I look at it like a winning season. I satisfy sometimes, but I don't get the first down. I run the ball, I get 1 yard. I might get sacked. Then sometimes I throw that bitch 30 yards and get me a touchdown. Sometimes I run it back. Sometimes we get an interception. Sometimes we get a penalty.
Sometimes we fumble.
I done got kicked out the game before.
Yeah.
I done got kicked out the game. It's been time where I got suspended.
Get benched.
Yeah, I got benched.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
And so, but if you look at the career of it, you look at it like, that's a good player. He's pretty good. Yeah. After all that, I think I'm leading in some categories. I'm leading in a lot of categories. It's a lot of categories. You say rushing. Oh, he number 2, number 3. Catches out the backfield. Oh, he number 1. He can't block worth a damn, but who cares? Hell, Deion Sanders couldn't tackle worth nothing. Considered the best DB of all time. Now, that's how I consider this thing when we talk about satisfying our spouses. I fall short a lot, but I win a lot too. And
Okay.
And it's not that it's a totality of it, but I just, if something was to happen to me or me and my wife broke up today, I think when people honestly ask her a question, I think she could honestly say that, yeah, I did a good job.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Donnell?
So I honestly agree with Black, man. I think that as humans, we're never perfect. Even perfect for
we're fallible.
I think that we can be intentional about our actions, um, to to satisfy our significant others. Um, but I also feel like unless you are 100%, 1,000% in tune with one another, and I don't know, I'm saying, too many couples that are. Um,
Right.
you're always going to have like a shortfall. But again, much like Mike, much Mike Black, like I can tell you, I'm very, like, I always put my love language on other people and have this expectation that, she's going to appreciate that. Doesn't always work like that. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and if you told me that I had to be a uh, you know, uh, uh, touchy feely. I can't remember what that actually is. Like
Touch.
that would make
Yeah.
touch. Like that would make me so uncomfortable because I'm not that guy. Like I'm not that affectionate guy.
Okay.
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 Now I tell you personally, me and my wife, we live by the motto or the mantra: live purposely, love purposely. So everything we do, I can't even say everything we do, but damn near everything we do, we try to do on purpose. Um,
Okay.
do I believe that everything that I do, I can satisfy my wife fully? No, I just don't. And it's not that it's not for a lack of me trying. Like I said earlier, uh, I damn sure try my hardest to tell my wife, how beautiful I think she is. That don't necessarily mean she
Receives it.
she receive it every time because her love language, like you, Mike, like you said, hers acts of service. And
Hmm.
so I try to do things intentionally. I even got an app. I'll tell you, Mike, I got an app on my phone that reminds me, hey, do certain things so that way she feels a certain way via acts of service.
Ah.
And
I
I'm
mean,
Okay.
hey, I don't mean to cut you off, Ty, but I'm gonna hip you to something else. If your wife's love language is acts of service, like I feel like the receiver in that shouldn't have this level of expectation that this is what you should be doing anyway, because it doesn't translate, or it doesn't, for me, it's not received as you appreciate it.
so let's go back to old boy then. There is a difference between something that you have to do out of obligation and something that you want to do because you love or you want to do something for your spouse. So, what old boy was saying that his wife, she just put the bonnet on and she lifts up her leg and she gives him the old lazy kitty cat, this, that, and the third. That's out of, that to me, I'm taking that out of, you doing that out of obligation. You doing that because
Yes.
you're doing your
Right.
quote unquote wifely duties, and they ain't even married yet. In comparison to, you know what, I want to do it because I want you to feel good. I want you to know that I appreciate you, and I want to be intimate with you in this type of level. So that's what I get from what you're saying, Donnell. And right. I mean, I should not be I mean, yeah, there are certain things that I'm obligated to do as your husband, but there are certain things that I'm going to do because I love you regardless. You shouldn't feel obligated to the things that I do because I love you. You should feel obligated, you should feel appreciative that I do them because I do them out of love, not out of obligation. And if anybody does stuff out of obligation, then you need to in my personal opinion, I'll speak for myself. In my personal opinion, you need to reevaluate your priorities and the shit you do in your life or your marriage anyway. Because if you're doing stuff out of obligation, that's when stuff get boring, monotonous.
Yep.
You get tired. That's when the lazy sex comes in. All of if I'm telling you out of
When you
obligation,
checking the list.
Nah,
exactly.
I'm gonna go deep with you. You know what I'm saying? The minute you start saying, "Oh, you not," the minute you make the other person start feeling unappreciative, that's when the, "Oh, you used to do this for me." Start. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
Hmm. Yep.
and do you wonder why?
right. If you want what I used to in comparison to why I don't do it now, right? I mean,
But see, we can't fall into that trap though, because that's a one-sided catch 22. It's two sides to that. Sometimes the one person ain't doing what they used to because we fell out of balance. We always got to be, you got to be in balance with the person you with, because when one person feel that my tire or my wheel is 2 times bigger than your wheel in this emotional thing, and I'm doing twice as much to make you feel good about me and show me how I feel about you. It's, we get out of balance, and it's like, why you think I ain't bought flowers in 2 months? Or why you think I ain't wore that sex in the bed in 3 weeks or a month? I mean, that means it's out of balance. So we got to
Okay.
balance. We got to get back in balance with that. It's never just one side. I don't
Right.
think it's ever just one side. It's always
It's
two
not.
sides to it. But I think that somehow one side start feeling I'm doing more and you ain't doing that, and you need to catch up with what I'm doing, or somewhere with that. That's what I'm saying.
So
To
I
your
feel like
question,
men.
so hold on, right
I
quick,
feel
Mike.
like. Go ahead.
To your question, Black. My bad, Mike. To your question, Black. So how do we get out of that? Because you always say, people will always say, women always feel or get complacent. To me, that's that complacency. How do we get people out of that complacency so they don't feel like, you know what, I ain't got to do as much, and I feel like my tire is bigger than your tire?
Because women
Mm,
do not like to have conversation on how they need to improve. There
that's
is
right.
no way a man can tell a woman she needs to improve. And I ain't gonna even improve if I'm having problems. I can't tell you,
I,
I, you know, that thing you cooked tonight wasn't all that good. No, don't cook that no more.
That's a hell of a conversation. That's what I'm talking about earlier. That's what I talked about earlier. There are certain things that even me, I'm speaking personally. Me personally, it's hard for me to go to my wife and say, "And babe, I kind of got an issue with this," or because, like you said, there is no easy way for a man to tell his wife or his woman that they have an issue.
And I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm
Growing
gonna tell
up,
you how it all begins. Because as we're young, we be with somebody, man. If I say, "Hey, when you park in the garage, babe, could you, not park in the middle of the garage so I can, like at least so I won't have to be, sucking my gut in to get out my car. Could you move over to the right?" See, that conversation for her turns in, "Oh, I ain't good enough."
Oh, a lot of women go that route. A
Or
lot,
you trying to tell me what to do?
a lot of
Or
women go that route.
you know what? I would have listened, but your tone wasn't right when you said that
Ooh,
to me.
that that's
And
that's
guess
the
what?
that's the bad word tone.
Now, just a conversation about me telling you, "Hey, baby, park over to move over a little bit," comes to, "You ain't getting none,"
Mm,
because I'm
older
not
than us.
emotionally into it. And so that goes on for a
yeah.
lot of times in early relationships where it's you say anything out, not, and don't get me wrong, ladies. I know y'all want to jump on me. I've had that
BBO.
problem my whole life. Anyway,
BBO.
don't do it right now, because I don't do that. I'm not that way anymore. I got a wife now. So look, but I know y'all want to get at me. And some of y'all can take it and you want to hear things like that. Like you want to know what your man tells you. But majority of women, no. My mama,
Women
my
say
wife,
it. They say
my
it. Black.
cousins, my aunties, no, none of them like that. You
Women,
can't tell them they doing something wrong. I'm
women
just talking folks in
say
my family.
women say, tell me what you mean, tell me how you feel, tell me what it is you express, tell me things that are issue. But then when you do, no matter how you do it, like you said, Black, I can literally be like, and this, I'm not talking about myself personally, but I can literally be like, okay, babe, uh, this is how da 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 da. Oh, I'm like, damn, I
Go
whispered
0 to 100, 0 to 100, no matter what it is.
it.
Yes.
But you would be
Yes.
surprised. You would be surprised how the message. So it's the response that we don't like. But you would be surprised when you deliver the message, or the message, however it was received. They receive it.
Yes.
you know, but I think that, you know, you have to put it out there.
Yeah,
And
Yes.
I believe you got to do that.
the thing is,
I'm gonna tell you what I just don't like. I don't like how you go crazy when I tell you this, and I know from my history, you'll get through, but you act like it's the worst thing on the face of the earth when I deliver the message. I'm just trying to be truthful.
So within that, and trust me, I'm not perfect. Like, you know, say your piece and be done. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But you will be surprised what may change just by saying your piece.
Yeah, and I agree. You have to say it, fellas.
I think
you got to get past that.
Where I fall short, where you give me attitude, oh, Michael Buffer. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get ready to run. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you know, with the whole uneasy conversation, I mean, you have to put it out there for it to be a conversation to begin with. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep eating at you until you explode. And then you know what I'm saying? You might be mad at, you know, why you leave something on the floor and you just wanted to move over in the garage. You know what I'm saying? So
and see, that's how the imbalance happens. That's how the imbalance happens, because man, most women use sex as a control agent with their man. And I'm telling you, man, and so now and then we become, you know, if I want a piece, I got to keep the piece. You know, we saw saying stupid stuff like that.
Become body snatchers.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Okay, I ain't going there.
Go take it.
You know, we say all them little stupid sayings. We like, that's why I love my boy Mike introduced me to Happy House, Happy Spouse. No, Happy Spouse, Happy House. Whichever one it was, either way, I like that.
That's right.
It's like, it ain't all, you know, happy wife, happy life. You know what happy wife means? A miserable ass man somewhere. That's what happy wife means.
But guess what? But that's the case.
What she do? She sleep in her bunny. She sleep in her bunny. She talk to her girls. She park everywhere. She don't. She ain't watching nothing.
She be sleeping in rollers.
Sleeping in rollers.
That's the case. But Black, that's the case in a lot of marriages. A lot of people, specifically women, believe it's happy wife, happy life. And then a lot of us dudes, we sitting there stuck like, yo, I'm so busy trying to please you all the time. When are you going to please me? You know, can you fully satisfy your spouse? You know, it works both ways. It's not the fact of can we fully, and that's why I say do you fully believe you satisfy your spouse? Not do you fully believe you satisfy your wife?
Right.
Because
that's why I use, see, Todd, that's why I use the sports analogy, because we all know it's very hard for a team to go undefeated in a season. But that don't mean they ain't the best team.
Right.
You know, we got certain things that determine what's the best. And sometimes, let's just say football or champion, the best team don't always win the championship.
Right.
True. Exactly.
You know, it don't always happen like that, but that's the end case. But you know what I'm saying? So it's an ebb and flow of balance. And when that balance become off, man, you got to address it. And like Donnell was saying, you got to address it. You got to say it. You can't let it linger, because you know what? Now I'm gonna tell you one thing. I always tell my wife, whenever I got something difficult to say to her, this is something, I'm gonna just give you an insight. And this is the only insight you got on me and my wife. I will say, hey, look, man, I'm telling you this because you know what? I don't want you to be one of them women talking about, why didn't you tell me? All you had to do was tell me. Look, I'm telling you now.
Okay.
I never want the situation to be, if something falls apart, that you never told me. All you had to do, I'm telling you.
So what happens, Black, when you have told her or she's told you several times? You've told her, babe, I don't like it when you wear a hair bonnet to bed. Babe,
you can't say that.
She told you, or she told you, or she's told you, babe, you know, I don't like it when you talk to the kids this way, or or you do this, that, and the third this way.
Ty, in my Doughboy costume, my Raiders and my all black Doughboy from Boys in the Hood. At the end of the movie, Doughboy said, "Man, I seen all this stuff on the news, all this killing. They ain't say nothing about my brother." Now, he said either they don't know, it don't show, or they don't give a damn about what's going on. So,
Yep.
if you let a person know what you don't like, you show them what you don't like, and they still doing it, they don't care about what's going on.
They don't give a damn.
They don't give a damn.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, and like I was saying, and I'm trying to be fair since he changed his name to. Oh, he went back to Mr. Reasonable. My bad. He was classic. Yeah, I see. Notice he ain't put Mr. Perfect up there. But I was going to say, I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm trying to give it both sides. I'm trying to keep it both sides of the table. Because it's men and women. We do stuff. They do stuff. Vice versa. It's got to be equal. Like you said, happy spouse, happy house. It can't be happy wife, happy life. We got to, can we fully satisfy our spouses totally? I don't know. I mean, but like Black said, and like I said, again, we live by in our house. We live purposefully. We love purposefully. Why? Because we're trying. I mean, that means to us that we are trying. We are at least trying to put our best foot forward. Are we going to get it right? Are we going to get the touchdown every time? Are we going to get the first down every time? Nah. But hell, we damn sure about to try. I'm damn sure about to try my hardest to make sure that, I look good for my wife, that I do acts of service for my wife because I know that's her thing. I'm going to try at least, so many days on, out of the week on purpose rather than sitting there going, and I do it when it happens. Because a lot of us live by, it happens when it happens. The phrase that I hate the most, I hate this phrase. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ninja, what does that mean? What the hell does it is what it is mean? No, it's either you doing, it's either you trying or you not.
Okay.
And that's the thing in our household.
Ty, I use it a lot. Now, I'm saying what I use that. Now, marriage is a totally different beast. Because unlike anything else, if I got beef with one of y'all, you know what? I can choose to ride that beef. Or you know what? Most of the time, I'll say, you know what? Ain't no beef if I ain't here. Who you gonna beef with? I'm out. Man, you can't leave.
Not in a marriage. I mean,
unless you
gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out.
Unless you kill it. Unless you're gonna kill the marriage. That's the only thing, man. I mean, with marriage, it's like, man, I look at something, if this was a business and we talk about marriage being a business, and what will drive you to frustration, be like, now, would I fire this mother chicken if they work for me? Yes, I would. They will have been gone 10 years ago. When you marry, you like, oh, man, I gotta figure a way out now. I gotta
figure this out.
I gotta figure out like they trying to give me a worker compensation claim, man. I'm like, man, I gotta figure something out. I gotta keep happy.
But it's crazy.
So it's like balance.
A lot of people want to do is leave. Go ahead, Mike. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say back to the balance thing. Most men are continuously trying to stay on balance because most women are going to throw it off balance. You know what I'm saying? So everything you try to do, you think you have it on point, and then all of a sudden she throws it off balance. She goes left. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women do that, and I don't want to say all women, but most women do. And so men are trying to constantly stay on balance, and it takes work. It takes a lot. And if you're in a marriage, like Black was saying, you don't want to have an out. You want to have work. In other words, you don't want to go into every situation thinking, oh yeah, I got an out. You want to go into every situation thinking, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to make this work?
Yeah.
In a marriage.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mike. Because and see, that only applies to the brothers out there that want their stuff to work.
Exactly.
See, that don't
Right.
apply to brothers out there that I'm banging everybody. I got 8, 9, 10, 15 side chicks, and you ain't got no right to complain about what ain't going on right in your house. Just shut up. You got 10 side chicks.
So I was gonna say, Mike, I don't know that I agree with you in terms of, you know, women tend to throw things off balance. What I would say is we not keeping, as men, we not keeping up, because women typically think down the line, and we're still stuck at, you know, hey.
But
so,
Donnell,
huh?
No, go ahead, finish.
No, I mean that was pretty much my point. Like, women think further ahead than men do.
So let me ask you this.
No, I disagree.
Hold up.
I disagree,
Hold up. I got this one. So Donnell, have you ever thought that you came into a situation correct? You thought you had it locked, and all of a sudden she went left on you. You never had that situation?
Say that one more time.
Okay. So you came into a situation where you proposed or you went into it thinking you had it on lock, thinking, yeah, I know exactly what she wants. This is how I'm going. This is my approach. And then all of a sudden she goes left.
Yeah, that's happened.
That's what I mean by the balance. That's what I mean by they will constantly throw it off balance. Even when you think you got it, sometimes they'll throw something in there that you like, whoa, where did that come from?
But that's to my point though, Mike. I mean, again, you're stuck at what you're doing right now. She's probably thinking about, is this person good for me in my future? You know, time is the one thing you can't get back.
But if you marry,
I'm looking at difference. I'm looking at difference when you say that they are far ahead. I think it's opposite, man, because I think we as men, if it's an issue, we move on a lot faster than they do. They can get caught up on today, and that could be I ain't moving past today. It could be you ate my fish that I wanted home when I got home. It could be, and I ain't moving off that. And I'm like, wait a minute, we talking about fish? We talking about I'll go get some more. No, you inconsiderate. You disrespectful.
But Black, I don't look at it like that. I look at something as petty as that, and this is just me. Like, yeah, it can be replaced. They want attention. That's it.
Donnell, all right, now I get you, and we talk both. Well, we giving two perspectives of these cats out here, cause I'm telling you right now, a lot of cats ain't gonna deal with all that. A lot of cats ain't gonna say, "Oh, I need to give you some more attention," cause I ate your fish. Because I
agree with you.
Most girls they ain't, and you got some cats that we need to be saying at the same time, just saying, "Hey, look, man, pay a little bit more attention to your woman."
But that ain't the first thing that comes in most dudes' heads. If you talking about, babe, I ate your fish, or you ate my fish, or she come off at you, Ninja, why you ate my fish? Da, 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 da. The first thing that comes to my head is, oh, she need attention.
Hey, Todd, but it goes hand in hand. You got to study your woman, man. You got to know who you dealing with.
Nah, because for me, it's fix it. You know, so for me, you know, I ate that fish. She wanted that fish. Let me go ahead and replace that fish.
Yeah, all right, you want some more fish? I get you some more fish. As a matter of fact, you're not gonna get one fish. You about to get 30 fish.
Nah,
you're gonna get a school of fish.
You want your fish? I'm about to give you your BDBO.
but you know, sometimes
hopefully that ain't fishy. That ain't.
But sometimes they ain't caught. They caught up on the point that I think for me, man. And look, man, you got to understand, man. When I be talking about women, I'm not talking about my wife, man. Man, I was in a profession where 90% of my employees and coworkers were women.
And you gave them ice cream sandwiches.
Mr. Ice Cream Man.
And it ain't the point that they ain't thinking ahead of time. They think at that moment. And at that moment, they go from 0 to 10 and don't nothing else matter. And they just keep adding all that up. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
See, I
Why are we
disagree.
bringing that up again?
I disagree, Black.
Okay,
I
talk
think
to me,
that
Mike.
I think that they are going 10 steps ahead. And that's why they go from 0 to 100 so quick. Because they're
Mike,
thinking
I
of
agree.
they're thinking
I
of
gotta tell you this.
everything.
Mike, you're right. The reason why they go 0 to 10 is because they take a situation that is a 1 and they spiral it out into a 10.
Okay. Okay.
They take it to a 10. Because, okay, let's just say something. All right, somebody volunteer issue 5 years ago you had with your spouse. Go ahead. Come on, somebody, quick.
Golly, I gotta think about that.
There you go. Stop right there. Now, if I ask your wife, she gonna give me something right off. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
She would have gave me a question. All us on here like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. You got to go at least 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 years. No, your wife, hey, she would name something off so fast. You know why? Because, man, they can take a situation that is not a situation and it can turn into, I'm not attractive enough for you.
Wow. And that go left. There it is.
So, going back to my man question. See, he ain't addressed what the real issue is, so she don't know. So now she done turned it into, I'm not attractive enough. And she might not be. That probably could be a situation for him too. I don't
Maybe
know
she
how
giving him
attractive
Miss
Lazy
Seeley.
Booty is.
Maybe
I
she
don't
giving him
want
Miss
none.
Seeley sex because she is Miss Seeley. Oh.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly. You both made Donnell spit out his drink. Possibly. Possibly.
All my life, I had to fight.
Possibly. I mean, simple fact that if we talking about old boy in his situation, I don't know, because maybe it's just me, but in most cases, most dudes don't turn it down, even if it is lazy. We don't like it, we don't care for it. We express that we don't care for it. We don't turn it down because we don't know when the hell is the next time we're gonna get it.
Hey man, on this call, I just thought about something, man. Think about this, man. And I don't know what this got to do with it, but when women orgasm, they release a hormone, right?
Correct.
When men orgasm, we also release hormone and we release sperm. Sperm has the ability to create life. When they orgasm, they don't create no life. They ain't releasing the power of the earth. They ain't shooting it out like taya. They ain't putting that thigh out there.
But
I just thought about that. That's just some deep thing about me, man. I mean, sperm is actually male and female swimming upstream to find that egg. They are irrelevant until they meet that egg. But women, when they orgasm, they just get emotional satisfaction.
Just energy.
Because their eggs is what create the life. And the eggs don't get released during orgasm. I don't know, man. I don't know if this has ever been said on television, but I just said it. I just think I'm a genius.
You are a pioneer. You're the first person to say that on air, on television.
And just think about it. Think about it. Now, what we put out is creative. What they put out is emotion.
Right, which is the reason why they say women are emotional. That's which goes back to my point. Women are emotional people. So in order for them to even have gotten to that point, there is a bunch of emotions that are involved in comparison to us, who we're not that emotional for the most part. Some of us are. Hell, I'm an emotional dude. I'll tell you that now. But some of us are.
I think I'm gonna start saving my sperm, man. I'm not giving my sperm away to no lazy booty, because my sperm got the ability to create life. man. I'm not. Yes, that's what I'm doing, man. My sperm is only going to high heels, teddies, G strings, all the stuff I like. That's the only time I release my sperm.
Well, sir, I hope you had this conversation with your wife, so that way she knows to keep that in the back of her mind. So
I'm hoping she watches and just be like, I agree. Because if I can't tell her, because if I tell her, hey, I'm gonna keep my sperm for good. It's gonna be a long time before I release.
So sorry. So wrapping up. So, do you fully believe, after all that, do you fully believe you can satisfy your spouse? She can fully satisfy you, or you can fully satisfy her. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, do you fully believe you can satisfy her and she can satisfy you fully, mentally, emotionally, sexually, all that?
No.
You don't think it's possible at all?
I think that is a constant battle or a constant work in progress. And because people change, people change. And so even if you get on the same page and you're satisfied her fully, then a couple of months later, something may happen, anything. It could be her job. It could be her, the kids. It could be anything. And her perspective changes. Then all of a sudden you're not fulfilling her fully again.
The way that she needs to be fulfilled.
Well said, Mike, because I look at it like this. It's like saying, do you fully believe you can clean your entire body? Yes. Well, at one particular time. But guess what? After time go by, it's over. And satisfaction is subjective. It's a subjective thing. It ain't like once you hit satisfied, and I think a lot of women think that when she satisfies a man, that she has reached the pinnacle and that satisfaction lasts forever. It don't.
Oh, not just women. I think men think that too.
Oh, we do. Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. And it's like a shower. It's like a shower to me. It's like, I washed so hard last week, man. I washed my toes. I used the brush on my toes, got in between my toes. I washed everything, man. I gargled. I blowed my nose out. I washed my hair last week, and I ain't did nothing since. And it's 7 days later. Hey, man, you stink. Man, you don't get your stinking. Get up out of here, man. Look, dog, that's our satisfaction. That's how I see. It ain't something that you can reach, and it is something. It's like, do you fully believe that you took the deepest breath that you can ever take? Yeah, I did. Guess what? I got to take one more after that, because if I don't, I'm dead.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like breathing, man. You got to keep doing it. You got to take it in as much as you can when you can get it. And satisfaction, when looked at as a whole, totality. You look at Tom Brady. I don't care. And I use Tom Brady. I don't like him. I hate him. But you can't deny this cat, man. He's a winner. When you look at him, you're like, hey, because when I tell you, he been, man, come on, dog. Yeah. So he lucky. Oh, he lucky. Oh, it was Belichick. Oh, yeah. Well, he lucky to be with him. You know what I'm saying? So that satisfaction, man, it's a target that moves all the time. And once you hit the bullseye moves. The bullseye does not stay in the same spot.
So satisfaction is not guaranteed.
There you go. Donnell, what say you, sir? What say you, Donnell?
I mean, unless you mystique. Not happening. I mean, that's just me. I mean, I go back to, you can be intentional in your actions, but I agree with Mike. People change, and your needs might be one thing today, and the next your needs are different. And unless you telling me that I can evolve at the same time that you do,
it doesn't work like that.
it doesn't work like that. So yeah.
For both of us, for both spouses, it doesn't work like that.
It's always a moving target. It's always a moving target. Every
So
now and then,
should dudes just say, go to hell with it? I can't satisfy. Ain't no need to try.
No, it's not a
right.
it's not
That's
a I
a
don't need to
butthole
try
attitude right there. That is the butthole attitude right there.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. Kill
it's
yourself.
not I don't need it's not that I don't need to try. It's just that, like I said before, it's a constant work in progress.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like, you know, again, that's why I live purposefully, love purposefully. If you're trying to do it on purpose, if you're trying to meet that satisfaction, you may not always hit that target, but every now and then that bitch gonna line up. It's gonna line up, and then it's gonna go again.
Man, it's like, Ty, you know, like you said, man, it's like on purpose. It's like if it's something, let's say for instance, this guy that we was talking about, his woman feels that he don't think that she attractive. I'm just going by what was said. And then
she don't feel that he's attracted to her, but go ahead. Yeah.
Right. Okay, that he's attracted to her. Well, obviously she must not feel that she's attractive because she ain't saying, oh, I got the bomb and he tripping. Because she ain't gonna say that. She gonna be like, oh, shit. Bye. I know somebody that get this all day, every day. All right. Anyway, and then, you know, when we man, Ty, you made me miss my thought, man. But damn, Ty,
I make you miss your thought.
Cause you started talking while I was talking, man. You gave me something else to think about. I forgot what I was about to say. I don't know. It'll come back. Hopefully it won't.
What's man code?
Yeah, I was about to say, well, I know right before we get to man code, I'm just saying that, yeah, honestly, do I believe that you can fully satisfy your spouse? No, but I believe you should try. I believe you should try on both ends of the spectrum. Go ahead, Black. Yeah, I done jogged your memory.
Yeah, you jogged my memory. Man, it's like most of the time, man, if you know what you need, like for instance, Mike talked about things he know he need to do.
Right.
A lot of times in relationship, if that person know you are intentional, like Ty saying, purposefully trying to fulfill a need, and it may not be happening at the progress you wanted to, they got to give you credit. You got to have credit for that. And as long as you're doing that, man, you got to, like, your woman may not, your man may not, I don't know. The man, financially, the man may not be making as much money as you want to make. But you see this dude, he's the hardest worker you ever seen. He's applying. He is creating new situations. You gotta give him credit for that. If your woman or you know, if your woman is, you know, it's too nice in a week where she stay up past 11 without a bonnet on. Be like, hey babe, I'm just trying to stay up, let you see. I'm gonna wait till you fall asleep while I put it on tonight. You know, stuff like that matter, man.
Gotta give credit when credit's due.
You gotta give credit what's credit due, man.
Ignore when a person, you're right. You can't ignore when a person is trying. Like I said, it may not always line up, but hell, if I'm here, I'm not here. I'm not here. So if I'm here, then that at least shows me you trying to get to here. And then it moves again. But at least I'm trying to make something happen to satisfy you to some degree. And I think, like I said, it works both ways. It works both ways. It's not that, you know, again, it's not happy wife, happy life. It's happy spouse, happy house. And we should be trying to satisfy our spouses. If you know what your spouse's love language is, then you should be intentional on trying to figure out what it is that you can do to satisfy your spouse's love language. Is it always going to happen? Hell no, it ain't perfect.
Learn it. Learn that love language. Because like Black said, there's more than 5.
Yeah.
Learn that love language.
Yeah.
It'll help you.
You're right. Black, what we got for man code this week? Man,
I'm kind of a little troubled, man. I'm feeling a little bad, man. You know, we've been talking about how to satisfy your spouse. And, you know, I feel for the brothers who out there who, you know, have just realized that they ain't got a chance. They cannot satisfy their spouse and they in trouble. That's why tonight's man code is geared to them brothers out there. I hope you don't have a woman that got bigger hands and bigger feet than you. I just hope all you brothers that ain't satisfying woman, I just hope they not bigger than you. You know, your woman grab you by the neck like this. What my camera? Like this. You just see all her knuckles and stuff. Y'all go to folks' house and y'all, they got a no shoe policy and the owner of the house walks to the front and they like, hey dog, why you wear 2 pair of shoes over here? Why both pair of your shoes over here? No man, they're my girls. Oh, right. Your girl wear lemons too? Lemon beans? Yes.
We wear the same size shoes.
Hey, you cannot, man. Last week we said you cannot allow any woman to pick you up. Well, one way to do that is not to be with a woman that got bigger hands or bigger feet than you, man. You cannot allow that. If when you and your woman get ready to do like this, and her fingers hit your wrist, and you like. You got to evaluate that situation. You got to be like, no. It's like if you out to dinner and your woman playing footsie with you, but your feet under your chair, but she still footsie in you. You got to. You're like, wait a minute now, God. How your feet get way over here? He like, no, dog. You cannot be with a woman that got bigger hands, bigger feet than you. I'm telling you, man. You better watch that. So man code. That's man code.
It should be liable to pick you up any minute.
Pick you up and smack you so hard, man. Just one hand pick you up, that big ass grip like Kawhi Leonard. She got Kawhi Leonard hands. And then just smacking you with Kareem, the other Kareem, like pow, 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 pow. And you ain't now one of your feet touching the ground. You just kicking, you kick.
During sex, she done threw you across the room, threw you on the couch,
or pick you up, flip you over,
right,
threw you on the couch.
Look, that is not. I saw that. Look,
hey, what if she grabbed your wrist and set you down?
She picking you up like this in bed. She pick you up and bench press you, getting you head and then throw you down. Oh,
like, all my Hulkamaniacs know that's the Ultimate Warrior.
Wait a minute, man. Wait 1 minute. You cannot pick me off the ground and do no sexual acts with me, woman. No. Then throw you down and then crack your back.
Like light work.
Yeah,
like
right.
She did the BDBL on you.
Doing you like this.
She didn't give you that silverback. She didn't give you that silverback.
If you in a situation that, man, run.
No.
Get out of that, man. Get out of that. No man should be done like that, man. No man should be done like that. So you should not be, man, your woman, hands and feet bigger than yours. And when I say bigger, if they at least one size smaller than yours, you need to get out of that. You ain't big enough.
Yeah.
Oh.
Find somebody who you can actually live up to, because apparently this right here. If her hand is this right here. Like, her hand is this. Yours is down here.
You so little.
He's so little. Oh, he's so cute. He's so little, girl.
Cute. Exactly.
He like a Yorkie. He look like a Yorkie.
Exactly. I pick you up and carry you around, baby.
If people can't determine who shoes is who, yeah, that's probably like y'all buy matching Jordans and y'all got the same size and y'all can charge the same price and like, oh, we gotta charge you men's prices, man.
Gotcha. All right, so that's man code. We stamping that one.
Man code stamp.
Snapping that one. Yo, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Millionaire Man Cave right here on Relationship Entertainment Television each and every Tuesday. Don't forget you can find us on re-tv.net. Don't forget you can hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, then hit that little bell right next to the subscribe button, so that way you get notification every time something new comes on Relationship Entertainment Television. Don't forget, send your questions in, send your comments in. We reading y'all's comments live here on air. Your video comments, your text comments, all those good things. We like to answer unfiltered, raw, uncut, right there. Mike's pointing to it beneath him. Send it in info at re-tv.net. Hit us up on re-tv.net. We love to see what it is you got to send to us. But we'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Millionaire Man Cave. We out. Peace.
Peace.